2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Pistons earlier arriving at the arena. Hard to imagine a group looking more confident. On the road, they've always got their game faces on. Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. A look at the starting group for the Pistons. We've got Cade Cunningham. James Wiseman is out there with Miller. And it's Primo in at the shooting guard position. And for Atlanta, Patrick Williams out there with Wendell Carter. Then it's Mikal Bridges, then there's A.J. Griffin, and it's Wesley in at the point guard position. Well, we've got some explosive athletes out here tonight, Grant, and front row seats to watch it.
You know, B.A., they're going to be stuffing that highlight reel all night. I mean, you can feel the energy in this place. The crowd is definitely ready for it.
Cunningham outside. The rebound by Carter. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Wesley, pass to Griffin. Here's Wesley, coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. Misses from short range. "13 feet out. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Shooting for Detroit. Number 5. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Right side, Williams. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Here's Cunningham. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Carter finds Griffin. Fires the three. Miller pulls it in. Bridges against Cunningham. Over Bridges, knocks down the step-back J.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham, dropping in the jumper.
Wesley, the pass to Carter. Pass to Wesley. Over Cunningham. Kept alive.
I mean, the second effort from Carter Jr., real nice motor on this guy.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Tipped away. Driving to the basket, Wesley. And rejected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. Here's Griffin, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Pass to Bridges. And here's Griffin. Here's Carter.
Wiseman's going to block a lot of shots in his NBA career.
Misses the fadeaway inside to the middle. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Wesley, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Williams. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And a look now at the top rookie rebounders in the NBA. Detroit on D. They lead by 4. Griffin in the post. 2 points. That one goes.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Cunningham. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Primo. Banked it in off the glass.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Inside. And the basket by Bridges.
That's pretty steady from Bridges. Does not let the contact throw him off one bit.
Defended by Griffin. And stolen by Williams. Over to the left wing. Wesley, the pass to Williams. Here's Wesley. 6 to shoot. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they get the ball.
Grant, the All-Star break is soon approaching. How important is that break for the players?
Oh, the break, it is so crucial. It is needed, no question about it. And any chance to get some rest is a big bonus. Also, of course, refocusing as a team and making a plan for the rest of the year.
Maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Yeah, nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
And so it's Detroit with it, after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Primo. Oh, Carter with the block. And he's able to get it back. It's Williams, high post. Yet to see a basket. And it's slammed in by Carter.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to them on the perimeter.
The Hawks have gone 8 for 14 from the floor. To the inside, Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
What a stuff there. Bridges doing it with authority.
And Detroit has possession. 6-point game. Here's Cunningham. Williams grabs the board.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Pass to Bridges. And here is Williams. Over Cunningham. Williams misses. For Detroit, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Just getting it to the ready-to-fire guy. That's great recognition from Cade.
Here's Wesley. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Bridges down low from 7 feet away. The shot that time not on target. The Pistons have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. With the drive, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
His first, team second. At the line for the Pistons, number 5, 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. So for the Hawks, Vanderbilt's checked in for Williams. Herder comes in for Griffin. And it's Bain in for Bridges. And he sinks the second. Here's Wesley. Pass to Herder. Now here's Vanderbilt. Here's Wesley. From the line. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Harris is checked in for Atlanta. Bell, he's checked in for the Pistons.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. The Pistons trailing. Herder defending. Pass to Miller. Now here's Washington. A step back shot. Buries the jump shot.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
The shot by Wesley, no good.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Sharp passes to Miller.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Washington.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Patrick Williams. Atlanta with the ball. 3-point lead. Here's Wesley. He's got 5. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 5. The 3 ball. They get the rebound. Here's the teardrop, and he takes it up and lays it in. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Tobias Harris showing a little floater that time.
Here's Washington. Tipped. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Wesley, the pass to Vanderbilt. Pass to Wesley. Fires for 3. Drains the triple. Wesley's got 8 points.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
And here's Washington. Guarded by Bain. Back to Washington. From outside the arc. Got a hand on it. Here's Wesley. He's guarded by Washington. It's a shot by Wesley, no good. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Washington outside. Guarded by Bain. Pass to Bell. Here he goes. Vanderbilt with the block. Here's Wesley. Give him 8 points now. Harris left side. Here's Vanderbilt. And it's blocked. Washington left side. Good on the bucket. Washington's got his second bucket on the night. The Hawks leading. Here's Wesley. Pass to Bain. Here's Wesley. Releases. Sharp grabs the miss. 1:29 left in the first. The rebound by the Hawks.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Harris right side. It's Herder on the wing. Fades back. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard.
The ball's knocked loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Herder touched it last. Williams is checked in for Wesley.
Williams.
Guarded by Bain. Knocked loose. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Here's Washington. And again, the Pistons missing. Atlanta is shooting with confidence in this one. 48% in the first quarter. Outside Herder. Pass to Bain. Back to Herder. Over Washington. Off target from the baseline. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Bell. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Hawks ahead, up 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. We've got Sharp, also Wiseman out there, and it's Cunningham in at the point. Yep, that one's good. The Pistons trailing. Defended by Griffin. There's the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And the Hawks making a change here. Bridges is checked in.
Mikal Bridges.
Six on the shot clock. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Give him 8. The Hawks shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Pass to Carter. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul. James Wiseman. His first.
Well, Brent, if you could pick one current player to coach your team, who would it be?
BA, it's a really, really difficult question, but given the success of this player, what he's done on the floor and what he continues to show himself to be off the floor, I got to pick Steph Curry. And the inspiration that he has just provided, not only the Bay Area, the Golden State Warriors, but revolutionizing the game and the way it's played. He has given everybody the thought of the possibility of that kind of perfection as a shooter, and that's something that I've always taken a lot of pride in as a player. Steph's my guy.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Now, here's Williams. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Down low, Bridges. Detroit with a rebound. Last time they met in Detroit.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Williams. Griffin with it. Launches it. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Defended by Griffin. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Pass to Carter. Shoots over Wiseman. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Cunningham passes to Wiseman. Back to Cunningham. Just 4 to shoot. Cunningham lays it in with the defense right on him.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
James Wiseman, what an athlete. He's been called big ticket since he was in middle school.
Come on, BA, he's stealing that from my man KG. But look, he studied KG as a teenager. What a great example as a guy to come to the game with intensity and ferocity. Let's hope we see more of that out of James Wiseman.
All right, let's see what the Atlanta Hawks have coming up. On Friday, they kick off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at that Mavericks matchup, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
First free throw is good. Wesley, he's checked in for the Hawks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks trailing. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Carter, high post. 5 to shoot. Pass to Wesley. Shot is up. The Pistons clear it. Wiseman's got his 4th rebound in this one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pulls up. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Bridges. And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer, and he is just so fierce. but he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
Shoot 2.
And he drops the first.
Bridges is shooting a high percentage, and the game really does come naturally to him.
Hits both from the stripe. Detroit has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Pass to Wiseman. Over Carter. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And there's the lob. The shot comes out. The Pistons leading. Here's Sharp. Now Cunningham. He has 6. Here's Primo. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Pass to Sharp. To the paint. Second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. He's got 17.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Bridges outside. Now here's Williams. Right through the D for the layup.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Primo. 14 points for him last game against the Lakers.
As passing another high point in that game, he made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
The tally on the offensive rebounds right now has been really impressive. They've just been in the right spot at the right time and getting those putbacks.
And that one misses. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Pass to Griffin. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Griffin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Primo. He's guarded by Bridges. Cunningham outside. No one near him. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Cunningham's got 8.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Here's Wesley. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Pass to Primo. Driving inside. Here's Sharp. Over Williams. Oh, Williams with the block. Griffin passes to Williams. Blocked. Here's Primo, guarded by Vanderbilt. Right wing. Miller, the pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Outside, Williams. No good on the 3. Detroit has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Pass to Primo. to the wing, right side. Miller, the pass to Cunningham. They shoot again. Rebounded by the Hawks. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bridges. He's off on the layup.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Atlanta ball.
And a chance to see the rookie leaderboard in the steals department. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
So for the Hawks, Tobias Harris checked in for Williams. Herder comes in for Griffin. And it's Bain in for Wesley. Bain, the pass to Herder. Back to Bain. Over Cunningham. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Third personal. Team's third. At the line for your Hawks, Desmond Bain. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Wiseman, he's checked in for the Pistons. Both shots good from the stripe. Now here's Washington in his last outing with 12 points. Guarded by Bain. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
At the line for the Pistons, number 30, 1 shot.
Here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 5. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Wiseman. Detroit has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. That one's good for 2. Bell's got 5 now.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Now here's Herder. He had 16 in the win against Sacramento. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
So composed right there on that possession. Herder, a pro at handling the defense and then keeping his focus.
Pass to Washington. Fires the 3, and the Pistons, another 3.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Bridges misses.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Washington's shot is good. And now it's a 10-point Pistons lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
To the middle. Here's Bridges. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 10 points for him.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Williams is checked in for Bridges. Outside Herter. Down low. Here's Harris, and he banks in the layup.
Tobias just going strong that time.
Detroit has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Well, Brent, you got to be impressed with Kevin Herter, specifically how efficient he is.
Yeah, there's a completeness to his game that I think coaches appreciate. It's not just that Kevin's a knockdown shooter. He's able to handle the ball, manipulate pick and rolls, and he continues to show that he's got some improvement and room to grow.
Herter gets the bucket.
I love the way they're spacing the floor this quarter. Their three-point percentage has really gone up.
Pass to Washington. Here's Bell. The three. Connects from downtown. Bell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Williams. He's scoreless. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Harris outside. Here's Bain. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. And now it's just a 2-point Pistons lead.
Really enjoy his work on the inside. The D was there, but helpless.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Pistons on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. Remember, they trailed after one, but a great second quarter gives them a 2-point lead at the break. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes, had every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, their strategy to pound inside has worked well so far. I wouldn't get away from it if I was drawing up the second half plan. Keep working into the post, and you got to win that physical battle.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Atlanta with the ball. Wendell Carter is out there with Patrick Williams. Then there's A.J. Griffin. Then it's Desmond Bain. And it's Wesley in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. They're just fighting tonight.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Carter. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman.
And Wiseman using the length, swatting that one away.
Cunningham, left side, inside. Pass to Primo. Over Bain, down to 5 on the shot clock. Great positioning on the putback. and the Pistons lead by 4.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Here's Wesley. He's watched by Cunningham. Shot from 12. Cunningham with some nice D.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Williams passes to Wesley.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Desmond Bain. For Detroit, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And here's Cunningham outside. No good. He's shooting 5 for 12 so far. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 6-point game. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Cunningham passes to Primo. Here's Miller. Williams defending. Cunningham on the wing. Goes back up. It's good. Cunningham's got 12 points in the game.
I like this attitude on this possession from Cade. Just really confident getting into that J.
Atlanta calls timeout.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at Detroit, sitting in 7th place right now. They'd like to climb up the standings. And, of course, Atlanta just barely behind them, only 1 spot down.
Right now for Detroit, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Pass to Griffin. Outside, Williams. Here's Wesley. He's watched by Cunningham. The shot by Wesley, no good.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
His first, team's first. At the line for the Pistons, James Wiseman. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Still a ton of intrigue around what it is that James Wiseman is going to be in the NBA. It's really about him staying healthy and getting a consistent opportunity to be solid.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
There was a time when star players were traded for a few picks and some quality vets. Now a new paradigm, teams mortgaging their futures for a star and sending away their first-round picks for the better part of a decade. Brian, it's clear for teams going all in, you have to push all of your chips into the middle.
High stakes for sure, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Cunningham. 14 points for him. Clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Hawks trailing. Bridges outside. Wesley, the pass to Carter. Griffin with it. 12 points for him. Williams in the post. Guarded by Wiseman. Williams' shot is good. Williams has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Cunningham outside. Powerful take from Cunningham.
So smart with the ball in his hands. Cunningham creating for himself that time.
Wesley, the pass to Carter. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
And the Pistons making a change here. Sharp's checked in. Here's Wesley. He's watched by Cunningham. The kick out to Griffin. Clock at 4. Pass to Wesley. Three-pointer. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Griffin passes to Wesley. Bridges outside. And here's Griffin outside. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
And the former #1 overall pick, Brent, Cade Cunningham, has flashed greatness when he's healthy.
Well, his vision and his instincts, BA, they are elite. And I just feel like with more and more playing time, once he's fully healthy, he's going to start to be able to manipulate the game a lot like Doncic does with his vision, to set guys up and make their job easier to score the basketball.
And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Washington's checked in. Pass to Carter. Outside, Williams. 4-3. The Pistons clear it. And here's Cunningham. Now here's Washington. Back to Cunningham. Washington with the ball. Herter defending. And it's Washington missing. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Griffin's shot is off.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Stolen by Carter. And here's Griffin. 12 points for him. Pass to Wesley. Outside Carter. Here's Herter. To end the drought. Back to Carter. Just 3 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Wesley, that's good. Wesley's got 10 points.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Washington with the ball. Pass to Sharp. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
His competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Daron Sharp, his first, team second.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
And that one falls for Carter. So for the Hawks, Harris is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Griffin. And it's Desmond Bane in for Wesley. So he gets them both. Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Washington passes to Bell. To the inside. Over to the wing. Washington against Bain. And it's Washington missing. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Outside Carter. Back to Bain.
Pistons foul. Dayron Sharp. His second. Team's third.
Herter against Washington. Outside Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bain. Rebound Detroit. Miller's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Bell. Inside. Miller. Yep, that one goes. Miller's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Now Herter. He has 7. Outside Carter. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Washington. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Washington's got 8.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Herter, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. And the Pistons pushing it up now.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
There's the steal. Herter against Washington. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Atlanta. Let's look at the best shooting teams in the association. The 4th spot held by Atlanta.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
.151 left in the third quarter. Outside Carter. To the right side. Vanderbilt, the pass to Bain. Now here's Herter. He's guarded by Washington. Can they get it? There's the block. Pass to Bell.
The officials were right on top of that one.
His first, team second.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
Shooting for Detroit. Bell. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Williams passes to Bain. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Washington. Uses the glass on the layup. Washington's got 12 points in the game.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Herter passes to Vanderbilt. Outside, Williams to the left wing. Outside Herter. It's stolen by Washington. And now the Pistons in transition. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Williams. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And here's Detroit. They're on a 19-6 run. Guarded by Bain. Atlanta with the rebound. Bain's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Team sport. At the line for Atlanta, Williams. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Williams. And he makes both free throws. Here's Washington. Lets the 3 fly. Got it off in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Pistons on top, up by 16. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got James Wiseman. Miller is out there with Washington. And it's Primo in a 2-guard. Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And here's Griffin outside. Hawkins. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
That's his 3rd triple of the night. His 2nd since halftime.
Pass to Washington. Now Wiseman. Here's Primo, and stolen by Bridges. It's Williams, high post. Out to Bridges. And they call an illegal screen here.
Turnovers happen. It's part of the game. But kudos to him. That's his 1st of the night.
Cunningham's checked in for Washington. Detroit has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Defended by Griffin, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul.
Team's first.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Lets it fly.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Gotta love the extra effort from Bridges to make sure that break ended with a score.
Cunningham passes to Primo. Tries to break his ice. And it's good on the lay-in.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Griffin. Pass to Wesley. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, amazing. Man. And he dunks it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Here's Primo. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. Primo's gotten 4 this quarter.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Defended by Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. Miller, the pass to Cunningham. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Wesley. He's watched by Cunningham. Takes it inside. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Vanderbilt with the block. Here's Wesley. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And I'll tell you, this thing looked pretty much over heading into the fourth, but give them a lot of credit for fighting their way back.
Cunningham passes to Primo. Back to Cunningham. Lets it go from deep. The 3-ball, no problem for Cade.
Well, Cade asking the defense to come out. You got to respect his ability to shoot it from the 3-point line.
Now here's Williams. That's tipped. Here's Primo. Cunningham outside.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Vanderbilt.
Wendell Carter Jr.
Here's Primo. That one falls.
Josh Primo.
And the Pistons lead by 12.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Here's Wesley. He's watched by Cunningham. Williams passes to Carter. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Wiseman. Five on the clock. Here's Wesley. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
At the line for your Hawks, Wesley, one shot.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Cunningham looking it over. Driving in. Pass to Wiseman. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Williams. And Primo pulls it down. The Pistons leading. And here's Cunningham. Wesley with a rebound. For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Cunningham with the ball. Now Carter defending. And it's Cunningham missing.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Williams' shot is good.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on him.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Here's Wesley. Right side, Williams. Wiseman with a steal. Out to the right wing. Here's Primo. He's guarded by Bridges. Primo can't hit.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
His fifth, team second. At the line for Atlanta, Griffin, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Cade Cunningham.
When you look at the stats from this game, truly it was his from the start. His scoring's been great, but he's done so many other things on the court as well. Wow, I'm just so impressed with his continued play for his ball club.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Bridges. On the take. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Griffin outside. And that one drops for him. Griffin's got 21.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Atlanta's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Wesley. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Griffin. Six on the shot clock. Detroit with a rebound. Primo's got 8 rebounds in the game.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
From down in the low post, it goes. And it's an 8-point Pistons lead.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Here's Bridges. Detroit with a rebound. They led the game at one point by 20. Wiseman pass to Cunningham. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
His first. Team's third.
Here's Primo. And Detroit again with the bucket.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
To halt the run. Blocked.
Great to now. Cunningham using every inch of that reach.
Defended by Griffin. Wesley with a rebound. Wesley's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bridges. And here's Griffin outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Griffin's got 12 points now in the quarter. Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Bell, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Primo. He's guarded by Bridges. Bell the pass to Primo. Cunningham on the wing. 6 to shoot. Great focus there by Cunningham to knock it down.
And Cade doing a great job of figuring out how it is that he's going to stay this efficient.
And a kick out to Williams. Pass to Bridges. And it's Atlanta scoring again.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Cunningham outside. Here's Wiseman.
Pistons foul. Bell. His second. Team second.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 7. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Wesley's got 13 in the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Atlanta's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Here's Griffin. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Pass to Miller from deep three-point land. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Team score.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
3 shots.
And the first of 3, missing that time. That's a tough one to miss. He's got 2 more chances now. He makes the second free throw, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he's able to pick up 2 of 3 from the line. And it's a 5-point game. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Pass to Bridges. Another shot. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
And Bridges elevating his game. Woo!
Cunningham outside. Rebound Atlanta. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Bridges. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And a great guy to have at the line here. Bridges is a patient and consistent free throw shooter.
2 shots.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 2 here.
And a big moment here for Bridges. A chance for him to step up and see if he can come through.
And so he makes both from the line.
Might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Releases. He connects!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Wesley. And Cunningham pulls it down. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And this is who you want at the line. Cunningham showing what true leadership is all about.
Shooting for Detroit. Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
And a great opportunity to build that kind of equity and trust for Cade Cunningham stepping to the line to try to seal this one.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Now it's a 2-possession game. Important foul shots right there.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're trailing by 5. 36 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
36 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Griffin outside. From behind the arc. It falls! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
His second. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Pistons. Josh Primo. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the middle. Wiseman with a steal. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
James Wiseman.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Here's Wesley. Miller pulls it in, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Cade Cunningham taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And what you get in Cade Cunningham is an oversized point guard who really knows how to use his size, see the floor, and initiate offense.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. Pass to Harris. Puts up a deep 3. The Pistons clear it. Cunningham with the ball. And so it's Detroit with the W. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.